Hey guys, welcome back. Last episode or video, whatever, we were doing the dry ice versus our heat gun. So now that was a very small portion of it. Now I've spent about another 3 hours fucking cleaning the shit right up. So it's all looking right now, and I'm just gonna sort of seal the floor. So I've just bought this KBS shit, so I think you got to aqua clean it, then rust buster or rust blast it, then this rust seal. I've used POR 15 before, but this is what the local shop had, so I'll give that a go. So I've just probably going to do this little section here first, just to give it a try, so just around there. I'm not going to do the tunnel just because I don't know if I'm going to have to change it a bit when I put the V8 in or whatever. So for now, I'm just going to do this, test it on this little one bit instead of doing the whole floor and making a mess of it. So let's give it a run. Alrighty, so I've got the aqua clean here. This is the first step, do the aqua clean. Give it a hit up. Apparently you need gloves, so I've got some gloves. And then it says to rinse it off with water, so I've got another bowl of water and I'll probably just sort of rag it and see how we go with that. I don't really want to go pouring fucking water all through it and have to wait 20 years for it to dry. So I'll just rag it up. Ready for surgery. So I'll get a bit of this aqua clean on here and give it a scrub up. I'm just going to do this one little section here to start off, just to some shit coming off it. So to start, it says don't let it dry on the surface. So I won't. So this is just like a water-based degreaser, I suppose. It said on the thing, but you know, it's you can probably use any of them, but you know, all that brand things do these. You want to use a rust seal. If you got to use a rust seal, you got to use a rust buster. If you use a rust buster, you got to use a clean. If you use a clean, you got to use a rags. No, so I don't know. You might get away without doing this shit, but I just bought it all just to give it the best shot at working. Like, it's not that dirty. I mean, it is dirty, but I've already hit it with the wire wheel and whatever, so. Whatever. There's crap going on, no doubt about that. It did say warm water would help as well. I forgot. So we'll just keep working it. It's going to go to there. Yeah, that's all coated. Alright. Now let's. I might try and get a bit more of the shit out of it with this, just dry it a little bit. It says not to dry it, but I'm not going to dry it. I'm just not going to leave it soaking. I'm not very patient either. I kind of like just smashing shit out. So, you know, maybe you should have let this soak for a bit longer. But yeah, whatever. Let's get it done. Alright. Now, I'm going to get the wet rag. Water only. And wash it down. Get all the final bits of crap off. And also, this is just my interpretation of what it said on the bottle. Might not be right, but This is how I'm doing it. Because after this, then we got like Rust Blaster or something. So yeah, plenty of products gonna be getting put on it. All right. Gonna say that's all water now. Might get another rag and try and dry the dog off. Get rid of these so I don't spill them. Rags aren't the most absorbent shit getting around, but it's all about. Alright, that's all the water off. I'm coming for you. Oh, you motherfucker. Whoa. There we go. So that's hit it with the AquaClean, hit it with the water, rubbed it off. So I'll let that dry now and then I'll hit this Rust Blaster up. So what do we got here? Alright, you're going to give it a hit with the Rust Blast. Set the glove up again, so we'll glove up. It says like brush it on or spray it or whatever, but I don't have a spray bottle. You've only, like, this area's already been treated, like there's actually not much rust, or not any rust, so I'm just going to treat sort of this area that's got the surface rust. I've got a bit of a steel wool. Yeah, don't know if that's going to dissolve from this shit, because obviously it etches metal a bit, so I don't know, we'll find out. Pour a bit on there. Give it a scrub-a-dub-dub. Just get on all the rusty areas. And this shit's meant to give the rust a bit of a hard time, so. Let's wait and see. Say hello. Minimum of 10 minutes. Yeah, well, wait for 10 minutes and see what we're working with, eh? Doesn't smell overly like poisonous. It's a pretty stupid thing to say, but you know, sometimes you got like sulfuric acid or something you put on there, it's like, oh, fuck, that'll kill you. This doesn't smell too harsh. Looks, I don't know if that actually removes the rust or just fucking neutralizes it or some shit. Zinc phosphate pre-primer etch. Rust Blaster vertically dissolves, corrosion, tarnish. Lots of big words. I don't know, just fucking leave it for 10 minutes. See how we go. Alright, I can put a bit more on there, fuck it. Let's get this shit eaten. Here's another one that says don't allow it to dry, so that we will not. Got me bowl and fresh water again, so hard to say. I think it is cleaning up. Take my gloves off. Kind of looks like the bare metal, or maybe the stuff that wasn't as pitted rust is coming up better, so I don't know, we'll leave it for 10-20 minutes and see how we go. Alright, that's been on there for probably 20 minutes or something. Old mate popped in, so I was chatting a bit of shit. So I'll get a wet rag now, or damp rag. Give it a wipe off. Fair bit of shit coming off. Which is already, this is already cleaned supposedly, or I cleaned it, so not supposedly, but might be a few rags required for this operation. Get another rag. Oh, some shit coming off it, that's for sure. I think I got most of it off now. Alright, that's most of it off. Give it a hit with the wet rag. I mean, still rust on there, but it must have been neutralised or some bullshit. But there we go. I'll let that dry, and then we'll give it a hit with the seal. I'm in the shadow. It's all dry now, but as you can see, compared to that side, the light's a bit shit, but that to there. So the rust is like a lot darker now, and not really, yeah, that reddy brown that it normally is. So seems to have done something to it. So I'll give it a crack with the sealer now and see how she comes up. Alright, got me paintbrush and me KBS seal or whatever it is. More of a paintbrush type operator, so let's give it a crack, eh? They said this stuff's self-leveling, so it should be sweet with a paintbrush. Like, I prefer sometimes just to use a paintbrush because then I don't have to worry about masking everything up and overspray. Just whack it on with a paintbrush and there you go, don't have to worry about it. This shit is getting full. Just gonna give it like a nice sort of semi thick coat. I don't know if it needs a couple or not. Did read tin, but didn't pay a whole heap of notice as to what it said as far as coating. Seems to be going on pretty thick, covering well. So this stuff should apparently supposedly seals in the rust. Any rust that is there, like, creates like a pretty much a block from the atmosphere, so it just gets encapsulated and won't get any worse. So it's pretty much magic. People in here are probably going to be like, mate, you've done this all wrong. Yeah, probably. Get that in the big jobs. Alright, so I ended up going ham and sort of doing the tunnel, even though I said I wasn't going to do it. Doing the whole floor, so I did the AquaClean Rust Buster, and then the Rust Seal. So it's all self-leveling. I gave like a good coat with the brush, as you saw in the video, and it's come up pretty good. That's all looks pretty neat. I've still got to go around and do some seam seal around where I did the floor pans, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. It looks good, and it feels, you know, very hard wearing. All in all, that came out shit hot. Also, next week we've got the 32 Ford Roadster. We've sort of pulled that apart and given it a bit of a freshen up. Dad's had that about 45, 46, 47 years. So we're giving it a bit of a birthday. So if you're into that sort of stuff, follow along, like and subscribe. Cheers guys. That would be shit hot.